Hi guys, MJ here from Legendary Modern Gaming. And today I want to talk about Doubledragon, one of the most famous beat-em-ups in the world. It has many ports on different consoles, it was released in the arcade, it even got a movie, there's so much merchandise also from it. But for me, it started in the arcades. Actually, I'll tell you a story how it all started for me. It started when we had like our Christmas dinners at a fancy restaurant called Van der Valk here in Netherlands. And yeah, I was just a small kid, so we were sitting there with the whole family. And I was like, because yeah, back in the day, you didn't have tablets or phones that you can play with. So grown-ups were talking and the kids were just sitting there. But underneath the stairs of the restaurant, there was an arcade machine. And that happened to be Doubledragon. And they made it so you don't have to put coins in it. It was just free to play. So I started it and played in between eating and playing. The game made me feel like a total badass, punching, kicking, and actually I was quite good in it. I came quite far and I was immediately in love with it. So later, that was like in 1987. And later there came a port to the Nintendo, the NES, and also the Game Boy. But for me it started on the Game Boy. I got a Game Boy version of Doubledragon and I played it so much. Of course, because the Game Boy, you can take it everywhere. Later we also got Doubledragon on the NES, but our TV was in the living room. So yeah, of course, I cannot play so much. My parents also want to watch TV, you know how it goes. So me, I was playing Doubledragon a lot on my Game Boy, over and over, finishing it again and again. Later for Christmas, I also got the second Doubledragon, which I also played so much. With my friend Sebastian from the Van Gameburger podcast, I also played a lot of Doubledragon. Doubledragon 2, 3, but especially 2. We played that so many times. We beat it over and over. 3 was a different story because you only had one life. It was such a difficult game. Of course, you could also unlock different characters in the game. When you beat them, you can also fight with them later, but they all have only one life. It was such a hardcore, difficult game. We couldn't finish it. I tried years later to finish it again, but nope. And then later on the Super Nintendo came Super Doubledragon, which we also played a lot, me and my best friend. I really loved that one too, but for me, nothing goes about the original Doubledragon on the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Those were badass games, really. And later, they also released Doubledragon Neon. I skipped a few Doubledragons because the Doubledragon with Battletoads was not for me. I played it a little while, but it was just too different and too difficult for me to really enjoy it. So that was not really for me. On the Game Boy Advance, I didn't play it because I didn't have a Game Boy Advance. I also played Doubledragon, by the way, on my Sega Master System. I just bought the card via Marktplaats, very cheap, for like €5 or something. And I also really like it. It's not as good as the Doubledragon for the NES, but still it was very enjoyable. And then later down the line, on my PlayStation 3, I downloaded Doubledragon Neon, which was a PS Plus game back in the day. Very different, but a good ode to the original Doubledragon. It had some awesome levels and great music. Actually, the music in Doubledragon Neon, I use it a lot in my videos. Follow me. Yeah, that one. So yeah, I also played that a lot. And later, they also released Doubledragon 4. Doubledragon 4 basically was like Doubledragon 2 from the Nintendo. It had the same sprites, the same level designs, but for me it felt so weird. It looked like they put Doubledragon into like a level creator and that's it. Boss characters, they were just normal characters in the game, which was kind of weird. And the levels were so big, or sometimes very small, like oddly small, like, level already finished? Yeah, that was a weird game. Of course, I bought it because it was cheap and I'm a big Doubledragon fan, so I wanted to see what it was all about. But it's not really my thing, So later they also released Doubledragon Rise of the Dragons, which was like a roguelike game. where the sprites were like very tiny, and I had my questions about it, like, yeah, is it for me, you know? But I tried it and I really enjoyed it. I think it was released on PS4, PS5, something like that. But yeah, I finished it over and over. It was a great game. Something very different, but still very, very enjoyable. And then we go all the way up until now. And actually today I bought the newest one, Doubledragon Revive. I got the special edition with the poster, what is it? Steelbook, cards, soundtrack, everything. So yeah, this is really the best version. And I still had some money that I received for my birthday. So I thought, you know, let me get this one. So I haven't played it yet. I cannot give you my opinion, but from what I've seen, I've been following how they made this game already for a while, and yeah, it looks so awesome. It's like a completely new version of Doubledragon, so I can't wait to play it, and I will later tonight. It's really one of my favorite beat 'em ups ever. Of course you have Streets of Rage, and what else they have? Final Fight was also very good. I really enjoyed that. But for me, nothing beats Doubledragon. It's a game when I play it, you know, the music, the fights, it just pumps me up. I really love it. So yeah, I just wanted to have a talk today about Doubledragon and my personal history with it. It's really something to check out. If you like beat 'em ups, definitely get into it. It's awesome. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.